For this topic, I'm already thinking we're going to try something different in this video today. I'm going to try to just talk with y'all. Well, maybe that's not all that different. On with the video. I feel like with this topic, I already have somewhat covered it, but it's going to allow me to give more insight into it in this video without it just being like overly complex, overly just everything from like the last video. I had to kind of touch on it on the other one, but this is its own video. It's on nitpicking. Depending on when I post these, you may or may not know what I'm about to say. I believe that you can be too open, and what I mean by too open is just, well, let me finish my thought. You can be too open to constructive criticism, and people will take that as an invitation to begin nitpicking, because somehow they get it twisted up in their little Peasley brain that you being open and being receptive to things that people are saying is that I'm open to just change to do it the way you want me to do it. That's not what constructive criticism is about. See, some people get just caught up in the fact of just, oh, I kind of feel like I'm a leader because I'm leading this person. Look, I can't speak for other people. I know when you're talking with me, you ain't leading nothing. Yes, I'm very open to constructive criticism. I'm open to doing things a different way. I'm always open to learning, but you ain't leading nothing here. Not in the way that you want me to do it. If I deem it necessary to make change or think it's something that's practical that, I can apply and it can better me or better the people that's up around me, then I'll make that choice. I got a brain. I'm not open to you leading me where you think that I should go. So that's how this video is based. It's based upon nitpicking. I do believe that you can be too open to constructive criticism. Well, if you're too open to constructive criticism, what do you do? Because you talked about this a lot, being, open, learning new things. Everything I just got done saying the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds on this video. So how do I dial it back? You dial it back by when people, just like what I said with other videos, when you have to have a conversation, depending on who it is, you may have to have a conversation with it. Or through some of your actions, you're like, okay, well, being up front. Depending on what you're talking about, since we're talking about this so general, and I got a couple of different scenarios through my head, it's got me stumbling on exactly what you would say. That's the reason why I'm putting these hypotheticals out there on if it being someone that, you have a relationship with, come out with a friendship, whatever the case may be, then it comes down to having a conversation like, okay, all right, but normally if you've gotten to that point to where they're just like nitpicking, you're like, okay, I may or may not, you're going to say something that's going to allude to the fact that, all right, I heard you, but I may not be doing or applying what you're saying. So thank you, but you can kind of keep it on up over there. If it's somebody that's just a passing glance or it's with the coworker or what have you, it's not about having the last word or bowing down like the other person. Okay, move up on your way. Don't even put any more thought into it. Okay, let me go on. It may seem like this person is just like nitpicking. If you want to still keep doing it your way, do it your way. I would start to minimize perhaps like my questions or things that I'm having up with the individual, because like I said, you open yourself up to these things. I've said this in older videos when I stated, depending on what you're talking about, who you're talking to, the subject matter, may seem like you don't know how to make up your mind on something. And you're just open to being led. Or if you're just coming across, you're bringing every situation that you're at a crossroads at up to the individual, it's easy for them to fall into the line, and you all be in a relationship of, look, I can't make my mind up unless you get some input up on this. So by, nature of the relationship, it'll evolve into being just that, to where you're not even asking about things and they're telling you. And before you know it, you're just like, I didn't even ask. I kind of feel like they're standing over my shoulder and they're just nitpicking. So that's what I'm talking about being too open to constructive criticism. It's good to be open and let people know, because I don't want to miss out on anything if I can benefit from it. Being open and let people know, hey, I got a good attitude about it. You don't have to say that, but having a good attitude and things up about it, but knowing where to have those lines, those boundaries. And depending on some of those situations that I just got done talking to you about, it'll be up on how you have to handle it. Some of it may even come down to you specific, depending on how detailed, like I about snorkel there. Depending on how in depth you all are and how much back and forth that you all have had on things that have occurred in your life, it might have to come down to you actually stating that. Like, whoa. I didn't ask for your opinion on that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm really generalizing this, and I'm just thinking about it from a bunch of different angles. So keep that in mind. When you're dealing with constructive criticism, like I said on here, I like to have a goal or some sort of end game in place for whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So if I perhaps move to a new job and I'm trying to look to learn new things, then I'm open to constructive criticism because, hey, I don't know it all. You're the one that's been here. We all been there where you've been on a job and you got some people who they may have been there 15 years and you still don't know what you're talking about. You got bad habits, lazy, shortcut everything. You're just a bad person to learn from. It happens. How many jobs I've had, how many people I've come across, and they're so certain and sure of themselves that they know what they're talking about. And you don't know what you're talking about. But because I'm so open to constructive criticism, you think you're going to lead me by the nose. No, we going to have a conversation about this. Not because if you watch that other video, especially if we're talking about upward work, no, I'm just going to turn it to about face and go on my other way. Yeah, okay, thank you. Go on. Maybe I won't ask you again. Maybe I'll disperse my questions elsewhere. I think that's all I got to add to this video. Yeah, that's all I got to add. If y'all hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on my other social media, Facebook. Oh, I said I wasn't saying. Follow me on my other social media. You know all of it that's out there. The link's in the description box. Check out the book that I've written. I Am Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. Amain. Y'all have a good one.